Welcome to the Northern Premier League goal show for Saturday, 8th of February. We start at Radcliffe, who suffered a 3-0 defeat at home to Lancaster City as their woes continue. Charlie Bailey, who scored a brace against Warrington last week, carried on with another goal to open the scoring in this one. A tidy finish from the edge of the box. Striker Brad Carsley made it 2-0. And then top scorer David Norris made sure of the point shortly before the hour mark to keep the Dolly Blues well in contention for the title. South Shields are clinging on to top spot in the Northern Premier League, and they suffered a 4th home defeat of the season, humbled at home by Nantwich Town, who themselves are now up into the playoff places. Contender for goal of the week from Casper Hughes. A stunning strike to silence the 2,000 plus crowd at Mariner Park. Shields had a goal disallowed. Darius Ossai thought he'd scored on his debut from Jason Gilchrist's flick, but that was ruled out. But Gilchrist did get the equaliser on 72 minutes, bundling one in from close range. Shields came close to hitting a winner. Dylan Morse's header cleared off the line as they pushed for the 3 points. But in the end, it was the Dabbers that would secure a win. Sean Cook gave them the lead with 10 minutes to play. And then as Shields chased an equaliser, they succumbed at the back. Veteran striker Ricardo Fuller intercepting John Shaw's clearance and securing the 3 points. There was even time for the Dabbers to rub salt in their wounds. Look at this from Luke Walsh, lobbing the on-rushing goalkeeper. 4-1 for Nantwich, and they're hitting some form. Two title contenders met at Greenwich Avenue as Basford United welcomed FC United. And it was FC that took the lead. Charlie Ennis scoring for them on 17 minutes, but Kane Richards on the hour rescued a point for Basford, who were the club of the month for January.
It's a point gained. It's a vital point, really. Obviously, South Shields have been beaten today, and we need to collect as many points as we can to stay as close as we can to South Shields. But really pleased with the overall performance and a good point gained.
Atherton Collieries welcomed Morpeth Town. And Morpeth got off to a great start. Liam Noble heading them in front on 7 minutes. They doubled that lead on 14 minutes. A bizarre sort of goal where everyone seemed to stop thinking the ball was out. It hadn't gone out, and in the end Carl Finnegan headed home after the initial header had hit the bar. John Welsh then saw red for this challenge in front of the away dugout. That made Allerton's task doubly hard as they faced playing the rest of the game with 10 men. And Morpeth made the most of their numerical advantage. Joe Walton made it 3-1 on 54 minutes. Great finish, that one. Coles did pull one back, Jordan Cover, spoiling Morpeth's copybook with this one. But then Walton would add his second to restore Morpeth's 3-goal advantage. They even had a goal ruled out for offside too. But they weren't to be denied a 5th. Jack Fowle, their top scorer this season, making it 5-1 at the death. And assistant John McDonald, a very happy man, understandably.
Yeah, I think just from start to finish, the lads were first class today. Obviously, scored 5 goals, carved them open lots and lots of times in the game, defended well. I just thought it was a complete away performance today.
Ashton United have started to find some form under manager Mike Clegg. They welcomed Witton Albion to Hurst Cross, and it was the visitors who took the lead on 8 minutes. Tom Owens. But Ashton would turn it around to secure the 3 points. This one bundled in by Stephen Thames right on the stroke of half-time. Michael Brewster would give Ashton the lead on the hour mark. Another one bundled home from close range. And Josh Wilson would convert a penalty awarded after this late challenge. Ashton 3-1, moving away from the foot of the table. Arguably the game of the week came at Silverlands as Buxton hosted Gainsborough Trinity. Warren Clark gave Buxton a 4th-minute lead, but they were pegged back by 3 quick-fire goals from the visitors. Jordan Adebayo-Smith made it 1-1 on 10 minutes. Greg Smith made it 2-0 with a penalty on 14, before Adebayo-Smith again made it 3-1 to Curtis Woodhouse's side. Look at the wind on that one. But Buxton are made of sterner stuff these days, and they got a goal right at the start of the second half through Matt Curley. That was 3-2. And then Diego Di Girolamo on 52 minutes made it 3-3. Gainsborough 11 games unbeaten in the league. Perhaps disappointed to have squandered a 2-goal lead in this one, but a point nonetheless. Bamber Bridge were 2-1 winners at home to Grantham Town. Matthew Dudley got them on the way after just 3 minutes, and he had a similar outcome at the start of the second half too, adding his 2nd goal from close range just 6 minutes into the second half. Marshall Willett pulled a goal back for Grantham. They're nervously looking over their shoulders now towards the bottom of the table. Whitby Town are starting to find some form again as they climb the table. They actually fell behind at Mickleover Sports at the weekend. Patrick Webb sneaking in at the back post there for a tap-in on 31 minutes. That lead was short-lived. It lasted just 4 minutes until Callum Patton got Whitby back on terms. That man again, Paul Blackett, on loan from Gateshead. He got yet another goal for the Seasiders to give them the lead 7 minutes in to the second half. And Patton made sure of the point 7 minutes from time with his 2nd goal. That was a nice improvised finish over the goalkeeper too. There was just 1 goal at Ewan Fields as Hyde United welcomed Scarborough Athletic. Darren Kelly returning to his former club. What a strike it was too. Kieran Glynn, the scorer. The Sea Dogs up to 7th in the table. And at Marston Road, Stafford Rangers made it 4 games unbeaten. Unfortunately for them, there's been 3 draws in that run. Their goal on this occasion came courtesy of an Alex Foychek own goal. Stalybridge rescued a point though. Craig Hobson somehow managing to find the goal from that angle on 58 minutes. So, despite another defeat for South Shields, they're still top of the tree. They're a point ahead of Baseford with a game in hand. Lancaster a point further behind, having played a game more. FC United and Nantwich Town both have games in hand. At the bottom, Stafford have been on an improved run of late, but they still are 6 points adrift. Atherton and Grantham have tumbled into the bottom 3. Ashton, Buxton, Gainsborough all showing signs of progress. In the BetVictor Northern Premier South East Division, Cleethorpes Town were 2-0 winners at home to Kidsgrove Athletic. Scott Vernon with a brace in that one. League leaders Leek Town continued their fine run of form. They beat Lincoln United 2-0. That's their 20th win of the season. Scott Ruthven's goal was enough for Stocksbridge Park Steels to win 1-0 away at Market Drayton Town. Mark Newsham scored the only goal as Sheffield beat Glossop North End 1-0. Belper Town were 3-1 winners at Spalding United. Phil Watt with 2 for them. Sutton Coldfield 3, Ilkeston Town 1. A win for Sutton Coldfield despite Joe Maguire marking his return to Ilkeston with a goal. Carlton Town were 1-0 winners at Wisbeach Town, and Worksop Town defeated Chase Town 3-1. Chase Town parting company with Scott Dundas following that game. That leaves the league table looking like this. Leek 8 points clear now of Stamford, and they are heavy favourites now to win the league surely. Belper though might have a say in that. They've still got a few games in hand. Carlton still on the cusp of the playoffs as well. At the bottom, Market Drayton and Wisbeach are the bottom 2. Just 2 points separate them. Chasetown, as we say, parties company with their manager. They'll be nervously looking over their shoulder as well. In the North West Division, Colne and Marsh United battled out a goalless draw. There was no shortage of goals at Droylsden, though, as Marine pumped 7 past the Bloods. Neil Kengley with 2, Mark Howarth with 2, and Jordan Lussey with 2 for the Mariners as they keep their push for the title. Dunstan 1, Mosley 1, Kendal-Town 0, City of Liverpool 1, Jack Hazelhurst with the only goal there. Pontefract Collieries 0, Brighouse Town 1, Eddie Church just after the hour for Brighouse. Leaders Ramsbottom were 3-0 winners at home to Tadcaster Albion. Runcorn Linnets came from behind to beat Pickering Town 2-1. Pickering had led through Daniel Earl after just 3 minutes. Widnes are on a bit of a mini revival. They won 2-0 at Trafford, and Workington were 2-0 winners at home to Ossett United. So Ramsbottom top there, 2 points clear of Workington, who do have a game in hand. Marine just a point further back. Pontefract have got a few games in hand too. They're 4 points behind now. Marsk and Tadcaster battling for that final playoff place at this moment in time. At the bottom, Pickering 5 points adrift now of Kendal. Ossett also on 22. Colne have got games in hand. Widnes have picked up a few results recently and are starting to move clear of danger. So plenty of action over the weekend. Of course, Storm Cara hit a few games and already has in the midweek. There's a handful of games that were meant to be played but have since been called off. But a full programme due to be played next Saturday. We'll see you next week. That's full time for now.